Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic week. Well, there's a news story out there about a couple who ended up paying thousands of dollars and saying they were stranded in Mexico off of a cruise on the Allure of the Seas. Uh, and they were basically kicked off the ship, is what they're saying. So let me try and explain to you what exactly happened and why this can happen to anybody. So let's go over the story. We have a very elderly couple, 86 and I think 78 was the ages, when the wife on the cruise heading down to Mexico out of Miami on the Allure of the Seas with Royal Caribbean noticed blood in her stool, and she got not feeling very well. So she went down to the doctors on board, and he started monitoring her blood count, and her blood count kept dropping. And he told her, if it keeps dropping, we're going to have to remove you from the ship. You're going to have to seek medical attention right away. There's nothing I can do for you here. It becomes very, very dangerous when you get to a certain level, when your blood count drops. As some of you may know, it could be a sign of internal bleeding. You could have a ruptured an ulcer, all kinds of things, and it needs to be looked at right away. And the couple states that the doctor told her, I'm going to kick you off the ship if it drops anymore. Now, I don't think that's the way it was worded. The doctor said, I will have to remove you from the cruise ship if it drops any lower. I think that's more than likely the way it was explained, not necessarily said, I'm going to kick you off the ship. So let's keep that part in mind. So, of course, the next day it did drop again, and it became more severe. The couple was then told to pack their belongings and they would have to seek medical attention on shore. The couple did not want to go to a hospital in Mexico, so the cruise line arranged a $600 taxi to take them to Mexico City, to catch a plane, and then take a plane from there to Miami. And then the couple complained and said, no, well, we're not from Miami, we're from Newark. We want to fly from Mexico to Newark. That's where our doctor is. And the cruise company said, it's too late. We've already booked you to Miami. That's where you have to go. And let's stop with that right there. A lot of people would say, well, wait a minute, they live in Newark. Why would they send them to Miami? And here's the reasoning behind that, as far as every other cruise line out there is concerned as well. Miami would be the closest U.S. city from where they were, where a medical hospital is available. So if this is a medical emergency and needed to be treated as fast as possible, that is why they're sending you to Miami. If you choose to land in Miami and then fly someplace else, it's no longer the cruise line's responsibility to get you to a safe hospital to where you need to be, especially when you refuse treatment in Mexico, which is where they tried to send them at the beginning. When they landed in Miami, they ended up heading to Newark and saw the doctor. By the way, everyone's fine, just to clarify that as well. But that's what would happen. They don't send you to where, I live in Ottawa, Canada. That's an extra 3.5, 4-hour flight. And if this is a medical emergency, those 4 hours could kill me if I'm trying to get to my own home country. So that's one of the reasons right there. They said they ended up paying $600 plus another $1,200 and some dollars for flights. All in all, they say they're out about $3,400 and are just glad that they were able to be able to fund this. What would happen if you didn't have the money and you weren't able to fly back? And this is one of those stories that I was reading it over and over again. I'll leave the link down below if you want to check out the story. But at no point in this story did I ever hear or see insurance. What's the one thing I say? Always have medical insurance. I don't care if you have cancellation insurance or not. If you're willing to risk your cruise money, no big deal. But medical insurance is a must when you're traveling to foreign countries. It's, you know, they say they're out $3,000 and some dollars. The insurance would have been for about $150 for both of them. And when these situations arrive, you have a number that you can contact your insurance company, and they will help you and assist you in getting you to flights and to the medical establishment. They may have a hospital close by that they can send you to that they know is good, and you're not going to some, you know, third world hospital. You're going to a modern facility, and they would have booked it for you and made arrangements for you to get there, and it's covered when you get there because they're the ones making the arrangements for you. But if you don't have insurance, now it's all on you. And the cruise line's not going to keep you on the cruise ship if your life may be in danger and you need medical insurance. They are going to tell you you need to go and get medical insurance, even to the point where, medical insurance. They are not going to keep you on a cruise ship if you need medical attention and they can't provide the necessary on board, a ruptured appendix, or they're not going to operate on you unless they have to save your life on board. And if you're deteriorating and they need to send you to a hospital, they're going to do that. Even if you're in the middle of the ocean and if the Coast Guard can reach you, that's how they'll do it. And the money that's coming off of that is on you. So this is that warning. Have insurance wherever you travel, no matter where or how long. 3 days doesn't matter. 2-day cruise doesn't matter. It's $50. Get the insurance. Cover yourself because of this situation. Like he said in his story, what would happen if he didn't have that money? And he doesn't have insurance, and now you're in Costa de Maya in Mexico with no transportation, no money, and the cruise ship is sailing away from you. Very scary situation. You would end up at the U.S. or Canadian consulate or wherever you're coming from, and it's just not worth not having insurance. So they were complaining about a few things. The cruise line kicking them off for one thing, but if the doctor tells you you need immediate medical attention that he cannot provide on board, that's what they're going to do. They're going to send you for medical attention. And if you refuse the medical attention where you're going and choose, no, fly me back to here, that's on you, and the expenses is going to come that way. And if you don't have insurance, it's even 10 times worse. So that's just my warning on the day. Some people were asking me why they would fly them back to Miami. Well, now you know that's the reasoning behind it. They always fly you to the closest hospital possible if you're heading back to the States, if you need the care. If you're just leaving the cruise ship because you're sick, not feeling well, you get the sniffles and decided to leave, then yeah, they'll send you wherever you want to go. But if you need to see a hospital, you're going to go to the closest one possible. I hope you like this update. I feel sorry for this couple, but I really hope they had insurance. But at no point did I ever see in this article insurance, or contacted our insurance, or we had insurance, or we're going to get our money back from our insurance. It's we're out this money. They're not looking for Royal Caribbean to pay them back, but they would like an apology. And Royal Caribbean gave them a 20% discount on a future cruise, which technically they didn't have to do neither because this was a medical situation. So it's just a buyer beware. Remember where you're going. You're going to smaller countries, smaller hospitals, different nationalities. Have the insurance, guys. Just have the insurance. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel blogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.